Okay. This is TJ, and yesterday I was at home because I get home earlier than the average person who works a regular job. So I was at home, and oddly enough, I was at home at my house. You ever hear people say that? You know, I was at home at my house yesterday. It's like redundant. But I'm minding my business. My wife left to go do some whatever she does. I think she was getting her getting a pedicure and going to buy groceries. She left for about 10 minutes. She was gone. My phone rang, which, you know, when that happens, when my phone's ringing, I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to do with this? Because I don't want to talk to anybody. And I saw it was her, so I debated whether or not I was going to pick it up. So I did. I answered it, and she said, hey, Julie next door is freaking out, just called me screaming, and she needs some help. And I said, well, what's the problem? She stepped outside, and there is a huge snake on her screen porch. I said, all right. You know, I don't like snakes.
Right.
I don't fool with snakes. But she was a damsel in distress, and you know I'm always up for helping the ladies. And they have a child, the next door neighbors do. Her husband was at work. And so I thought, well, I need to go protect this damsel in distress and her child, because it got into the screen porch, so it's right there. It's basically the next step into the house. And I didn't want them freaking out and not being able to go about their day and everything. So I went over. I grabbed my brush hook and headed next door. Had it slung over my shoulder like a lumberjack going off to work, like a Paul Bunyan or something.
To save the day.
So I get over there. She's out in the yard, and she's breathing heavy, and she's scared, and they don't know where the snake is at this point. But then we saw it. It was behind some furniture on the screen porch. And so normally I would say, you know, I'll just kill it and we'll be done with it. We won't have to worry about it, because I had this giant brush hook. But then I thought, you know what? I'm mellowing in my old age, so I'm not going to kill the snake. I'm just going to get it out of their way so it can't hurt them, and escort it back out into the woods. And it took me a while to get it maneuvered out from behind they have a little beer fridge out there and some lawn, patio furniture and all. And finally, after about 20 minutes, I got it to go back out the door and escorted it off into the woods, and basically saved the whole neighborhood from being terrorized by this snake, and didn't kill it.
But the snake is still in the woods to come back and terrorize the neighborhood.
Well, when it sent it in the other direction where there are no houses or anything.
Oh, and it can't come back?
No, it can't.
Well, the snake's been sent a message now. That was your one chance.
Right.
Yeah, he knows better now.
Daddy TJ is not going to let that snake come back again. If you come back again, it's like in the movies when they tell you, you know what's good for you, don't come back.
But normally I get all freaked out and scared around snakes.
Right.
But this was different because I was serving others. I was there to put myself in harm's way to protect the innocent, the woman and child. And my heart rate didn't even increase while I was doing it.
Wow.
I think that's what we call a hero.
Yep.
Heroism at its best.
And it wasn't small. It was a pretty big snake.
Giving of yourself to serve and protect humanity.
Bam. It's a king cobra.
A spitting cobra.
It was.
It's not a king cobra. Shut up.
It flattened its head out and raised up, and I'm like, off you go. Off you go, king.
Get.
Oh, I could have died easily out there.
Yeah.
But it's the first king cobra that I've ever seen that was completely black and had a smooth, round head.
Must be like a new species or something.
It was, but still, it was big. and I escorted it out.
Wow.
Could have died right there behind a wicker love seat.
Yeah,
You've been by
exactly.
King Cobra.
Okay, so it was a harmless, non-venomous black snake, but I could have tripped and fallen and impaled myself upon the giant weapon I brought.
Yeah.
So technically, I was in danger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it feels good to do these things.
Yeah. That's what God asks us to do, live a life of service.
Yep. The universe was just telling me to save somebody yesterday.
All things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
When disaster strikes, you can count on the emergency damage experts at Paul Davis. Fire, flood, mold, or a storm, it doesn't matter. You can contact Paul Davis. Always devoted, always polite, always respectful of your needs. Learn more at acetj.com/Paul Davis.